So, before we start this video, I thought, you know what, let me just get in a quick look for you. So I thought today I would start, just giving you a look of what my homebound inspired lockdown look quarantine sheet looks like. Quarantine sheet looks like. It's a look, it's fashion, it's yes, we've got the pony just drawn back. I haven't showered 7 days. We've got a nice hoodie going on, showing some love. Yeah, that is maybe a look that you can rock out during quarantine, during lockdown. That is my lockdown look of the day. Annyeonghaseyo, goeiedag, goeiemiddag and good evening. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Tian, I'm 28. I'm still under lockdown for the next 5 years here in South Africa. I'm 28 years old and my name is Tian. Did I say that? I can't remember, but there, I said it. I haven't done one of these in a while. It's so nice to do sit-down videos again and tell you stories of what's happening, or what happened actually. This is another Korea Adventure Time story for you all. I haven't done one of these in months. I can't even remember when was the last time I did a Korean Adventure Time story, as lately I've just been doing other weird things, and hopefully today I'll get a chance to continue with Pokemon Dusk and upload that, and then also get back into my baby metal videos. Here at the back we've got Ryan, and then we've also got a painting done by a friend. I was trying to create an interesting backdrop as I cannot put anything there on the wall over there, so I thought let's create a homemade background for my video. Anyway, I digress, as I often do. So this story is actually about the scariest night in Korea. Or for me, the scariest night, or really scariest morning, and my scariest moment in Korea. I haven't been that scared in such a long time. Ignore the cough, it might happen a few times. So it was the scariest night or morning of my life, as it happened I think around 3 or 4 in the morning. I was lying in my little apartment. If you've seen my apartment video, link down below, you will know that my apartment is quite small. So it's not really that an intruder can wait for me there, because there's no place to hide. And getting in there might also be a bit difficult, or getting in there unseen. So this is extremely terrifying. Really it was. I don't know what my neighbors thought was happening, but for me, I really thought this was the end for me and all that I am. So I was sleeping as you normally do around 3 or 4 in the morning. If I remember correctly, that was about the time that it all happened. So it was 3 or 4 in the morning. I was sleeping, and then I get woken up by something that almost feels like an earthquake. I mean, the walls are shaking, and if you've ever lived in a Korean apartment, well, specific Korean apartments, but I think even in China or Japan you would find the same thing. And I think even in other countries where there are cheap apartments, then you discover quickly how thin the walls are. And when I mean thin, I mean literally it feels like you can punch a hole through the wall if you really try hard enough, because that's how these walls were shaking. I'm like, what is this made of? Is this plywood that they just divided us by? But these walls were literally shaking, and I woke up with a large bang and another large bang and another large bang, and these walls are shaking, and I'm just lying there like, oh fuck, someone's trying to get into my apartment. No. Because I thought they were trying to kick down my door. Now I get very paranoid, as I always do. So I get very paranoid. I'm starting to think, is it something I've done? I mean, I've heard stories or read stories of, even in Korea, the police showing up at your house, taking you, arresting you for some reason because you violated something. There are hagwon owners who put cameras in rooms it's not just in Korea. Don't take this as being the norm. It's not the norm, but it has happened. There are some crazy stories about what happens to English teachers in other countries. Some of these school principals are really weird. So, and I'm thinking like, oh my gosh, is this happening to me? Is it the police? Are they coming to take me away? I'm trying to think, what did I do wrong? What's going to happen? I'm going to get killed. No, I'm going to get murdered. And I keep on freaking out. But I don't move. It's not like I go to my door. I'm not gonna go and face who's ever trying to kick down my door. And I just literally, with the covers over me, just trying to lie there and be like, please don't let this be the end of me. And still the kicking or the banging or the hitting or whatever was happening to the wall or the door was continuing over and over again. I'm lying there thinking, okay, what the fuck is going on? Are my neighbors coming outside to see what's going on? Are they looking to see? Because now I'm starting to regain my focus and the paranoia is slowly going away as I'm starting to analyze, okay, what exactly is going on? Why are my walls shaking? And I actually listened to the sound and I realized that the knocking, the banging is not coming from my door, but it's coming from another door in the hall. So although the hallway is very short, that place echoes a lot. So with that banging and the echoing and the walls moving, I realized it's not my room. It's not happening to me. So I calmed down because that's when my heart was racing. It was like pumping, 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 pumping. I was like getting into flight or fight mode, possibly flight and not fight. I was like maybe eyeing the window and be like, can I fit through that window? I'm on the second floor, so I can jump it. I don't know if that is what I thought. I just thought it would be funny to mention that. So now I'm having all these thoughts in my head, but I realize it's not my room, so I'm kind of sad, but I'm thinking, okay, who is it? Are these people trying to break into our apartments? Are these a bunch of gang members who's here to steal or kill us or do anything? Coming from South Africa, it's normal to have those thoughts. For other people, they'd be like, dude, why are you going so intense? Like, South African mindset. So I'm thinking the worst possible scenarios, but then there's that part of you, that curious human part of you, where I keep thinking, should I get up and go check? And I cannot remember exactly, but I think I got up and walked to the door. I could be wrong. Or I could have just like laid in my bed with the covers over my head, just be like, please just make it stop. Please just make it stop. But I can't remember. But I think I actually just stayed in bed, but I wanted to. There's a part of me that is curious, there's a macabre setting in our bodies that we have, that we need to know what's going on, especially if it's something negative or bad. When someone dies in your neighborhood and they take away the body, people are standing outside because maybe they want to see a dead body. For some weird reason, we have got a fascination with things like that. So I really wanted to see what's going on, but at the same time, I'm also scared because it might be gang members, it might be crazy people, it might be drunk people that might hurt me, harm me, or do weird things. Because in the end, I am still in a foreign country. So if something bad happens between me as a foreigner and then the citizen, then of course they're more likely to take the citizen's side. And no, it's not me bashing anyone Korean, that is just usually how it goes. They would rather support their citizen than necessarily believe the foreigner. And you can say that is untrue, that is the truth. Don't try to fight me on that. But again, it's not a negative view on Korea or any other country. That's just facts of life. Facts of life. So I decided in the end, I stayed in bed, if I remember correctly, not to go outside, not to check, and just to leave it. But the bang continues. I cannot remember if someone screamed or said anything. That is the one thing that I regret not remembering, is whether or not someone screamed while banging on this door and hitting on the door. So after what felt like 7 years, 5 months, 2 days, and a week, it finally stopped. I'm not sure how long it took, but the banging was intense. Really, when I say like the banging was intense, I mean it. Like I said, it echoes a lot. So you've got someone banging against the door, because I assume from the sound it's definitely a door and not a wall. And then our walls are literally shaking. I don't know if you've ever had an experience where there's a thunder strike and there's lightning, and then you literally hear that is, and my hands, that is like your windows shaking. That is how hard this door was being attacked. But in the end, it ended, and we moved on with our lives, and I went to sleep. So then everything was calm and normal. Still to this, I have no idea what exactly happened, but it doesn't end there. So the next day, I actually leave my apartment, and as I'm walking, and I wish I still had the photos, but I don't have my old phone. And as I was walking past the door on my left-hand side, and I looked at the door because I was trying to see clues. I wanted to see, like, I was playing detective. Can I see any clues of what happened last night? And then on the door, and I kid you not, on the door you saw the shoe prints of this person who was kicking this door down. Now, I live near Mokwande Hakyo, which is a university. So a lot of the people, I had a family staying above me, but the people around me were all what I assumed students. They were young people, and I barely saw them when I did. Anyway, never mind. So I knew it was a student who was staying there, and I was just thinking, was that you got drinking with someone and caused some problems, and they followed you here? Because they were shoe prints. And not just one, there were many shoe prints on the door. Someone was really, honestly trying to kick down their door, and I only found out a bit later why. Oh, well, I can deduce why. So then I just went to work. It was a normal day. And when I came back, the shoe prints were still there. Like, that door was not clean. The shoe prints were there for a while. But when I came back and I started walking to my room, I saw something shiny. And as I walked further down the corridor, I picked up a ring. And it wasn't just a normal ring. It looked, and I wouldn't say it was on the level of an engagement ring, but it was definitely a ring that you give to someone you love, that a boy would give to a girl. Or I'm not assuming necessarily that they are not gay or anything like that, but from the whole situation, I think that's the best and the safest bet with living where I was living, who I was living with, and things like that. Anyway, so then I picked up the ring, and then this whole picture of what happened last night just fell into place. And I'm like, this guy fucked up. He messed up so badly that literally the girl was trying to kick down his door, and in the end she threw a ring. So I don't know if they were engaged, or if he cheated, or what he did, or what happened after that. But at 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, she was trying to kick down this guy's door for whatever he did, and in the end she threw her ring and left it there. I mean, I did not hear a fight or something of that matter before the kicking and the bashing of the door happened. And I had that ring for the longest time until in the end I just threw it. Why did I go and sell it? Why did I throw it away? And what am I thinking about it now? But I had that ring for a long time where I just kept it. I don't know why I kept it. I do weird things like that. And I just kept it. And I had it. And every time I saw it, and when I tell my friends, it was just... But that was the scariest night for me. I mean, in the end, the ending was for me quite funny. Actually finding the ring and seeing the footprints. That was quite funny, but... Oh man, that was the scariest morning of my life in Korea. After that, I've never had a scarier moment than that. Not even when we got hit with an earthquake. And when I actually felt a real earthquake for the first time, was I as scared as waking up to my walls shaking and someone trying to kick down a door. That really scares you. And actually the reason that I was scared, but this is a story for another day, is because I had the same experience in South Africa where I also woke up one evening and someone was literally bashing down my door, not to get inside, but to get my attention. But that's a story for another day about what happened there. That is a whole case about a drama that happened there, but that's a story for another day. That's when I do South African stories. But yes, that was my scariest night / morning, early morning in Korea, where I actually found a wedding, engagement, lover ring that I regret, 1, not pawning or selling, and 2, actually not keeping as a memento to remember that night forever and ever. Okay, guys, girls, and everything in between. I hope you enjoyed this little story. I hope you're enjoying my lockdown look, my quarantine chic look, hoodie up, yeah, working it. Please comment, like, share, and subscribe. Let me know down below in the comments if you have any stories similar to this, or if you like my quarantine chic. Look, I hope you have a wonderful day, wonderful life, whatever you're doing, whether you're in quarantine, lockdown, or you have the freedom of movement. Have the wonderful day, night, evening. Do the best. Enjoy it with friends and family. Enjoy it with your pets. Enjoy it with whoever or whatever you're with. If you're alone, enjoy yourself a little bit more then. And for the South Africans watching, stay strong, you guys. I know that we have another 2 weeks to go before lockdown is hopefully ended. Let's stay strong, stay safe, stay home, so we can get over this COVID-19 thing and I can actually move on with my life and move to Korea. As my plans have been destroyed, but that's a video for another day. Groete, liefde, vrede, vreugde, geluk, blyskliefde en alle mooi dingetjies vir julle. Bye!